Africa is gradually undergoing a process of division, evidenced by recent photographs revealing the extent of the geological damage. Scientists describe this phenomenon as the gradual splitting of Africa into two separate landmasses, ultimately leading to the formation of a new ocean and the emergence of a new continent. Although this transformation will unfold over millions of years, it will eventually result in the separation of present-day Somalia and portions of Kenya, Ethiopia, and Tanzania from the remainder of the continent. This significant alteration of Earth's topography will bring about numerous consequences, both beneficial and disruptive. Only time will ascertain whether humanity will persist to witness these profound changes. Today, let's envision the future world following this monumental geological shift, millions of years from now. Before delving into this discussion, remember to subscribe, like, and share the video, as it greatly supports our channel's growth. To comprehend the significant truth behind this event, it is essential to grasp the process by which Africa is splitting into two. This phenomenon, known as rifting, occurs when a single tectonic plate fractures into two or more plates, creating divergent plate boundaries. This geological process can be traced back at least 138 million years, to a time when South America and Africa were part of a single landmass. If one examines the western coast of Africa and the eastern coast of South America, the striking resemblance in their shapes reveals how these continents were once contiguous, fitting together like interlocking puzzle pieces. What are the underlying reasons for this phenomenon? Over the past 30 million years, the Arabian Plate has gradually drifted away from Africa, leading to the formation of the Red Sea and the Gulf of Aden. The impending colossal split is attributed to the East African Rift System, characterized by a 56-kilometer or 35-mile-long crack that surfaced in Ethiopia's desert in 2005. This expansive rift is among the largest in the world, spanning thousands of kilometers across numerous African countries, including Ethiopia, Kenya, Uganda, Rwanda, Burundi, Zambia, Tanzania, etc. Its development is anticipated to trigger the formation of the planet's sixth ocean. Seismic data reveals that the rift's formation was instigated by tectonic processes akin to those observed at the ocean floor. The crack was identified at the intersection of three tectonic plates: the African Nubian, African Somali, and Arabian plates, that have been gradually drifting apart over a distance exceeding 3,000 kilometers. Stretching from the Gulf of Aden in the north to Zimbabwe in the south, the East African Rift Valley effectively divides the African plate into two distinct parts, the Somali and Nubian plates. Although the rift formation process has been ongoing for some time, global attention was drawn to its potential ramifications in 2018, when a significant crack emerged in the Rift Valley Canyon. Scientists assert that the anticipated division of Africa won't materialize anytime soon, given the gradual shift of the Arabian Plate away from Africa at a rate of 1 inch per year. It is projected to take millions of years for Africa to undergo this transformation, resulting in the creation of two uneven landmasses. The formation of the new ocean is estimated to require a minimum of 5 to 10 million years, potentially affording several landlocked African countries their own coastlines. Hypothetically assuming the persistence of nation-states in their present form millions of years into the future, certain outcomes can be anticipated. 6 landlocked countries, Rwanda, Uganda, Burundi, the Democratic Republic of Congo, Malawi, and Zambia, may unexpectedly acquire coastlines. While the smaller continent formed by the rift will encompass present-day Somalia and sections of Kenya, Ethiopia, Eritrea, Djibouti, Tanzania, and Mozambique. However, geologists suggest that depending on the evolution of the rift, the smaller emerging continent might drift away from the remainder of Africa. It may potentially resulting in the formation of new nations, the merging of existing ones, or their complete fragmentation. Additionally, geologists predict that Madagascar may fragment into smaller islands. There is speculation that the newly formed ocean, expected to materialize in 5 to 10 million years, might be named the African Ocean, thereby introducing an 8th continent to the world. The prospect of a newfound coastline directly accessible to these countries may initially incur significant expenses for infrastructure development, harbor construction and evacuation measures, etc. However, it promises substantial advantages also. Formerly landlocked nations will gain access to the sea, leading to a decrease in international logistical costs and the emergence of shipping and fishing industries that were previously non-existent. These countries will establish harbors facilitating direct connections to the global network. Notably, while the Democratic Republic of Congo possesses a small section of Atlantic coastline, it remains underutilized. Congo, Uganda, Rwanda, and Burundi have historically depended on the ports of Mombasa in Kenya and Dar es Salaam in Tanzania for maritime freight and transportation. Access to the sea also implies the opportunity for direct connectivity to submarine internet cables, provided that this technology remains relevant in the future. Undoubtedly, emergence of new coastlines holds the promise of numerous economic opportunities, fostering increased maritime activities and potentially shorter trade routes to other parts of the world. However, a lingering concern arises: will this development truly benefit Africa, or will it inadvertently facilitate foreign exploitation and control of these new maritime routes? Looking ahead into distant future, questions arise regarding the continuity of connectivity between the two continents or the possibility of their eventual separation akin to North and South America. Will trade serve as a unifying force, binding them together as a cohesive entity, and what are the security implications of such scenarios? Furthermore, Africa stands as the most profoundly affected region in terms of displacement, with a greater number of countries impacted than any other continent or region. As of 2015, over 15 million people were internally displaced in Africa, according to a report by the United Nations Environment Programme on Displacement and Environment. As the tectonic plates continue to diverge in the future, this phenomenon will inevitably lead to the displacement of communities, settlements, and various flora and fauna. These changes will profoundly affect their habitats, exacerbating environmental degradation due to climate change. Moreover, the ongoing process of rapid urbanization and increased settlements will exert pressure on natural resources, exacerbating the scarcity of water, energy, and food. This, in turn, poses significant challenges to sustainable development and exacerbates existing socioeconomic disparities. While sudden occurrences like motorway splitting faults might impart a sense of immediacy to continental rifting, the reality is that rifting is a gradual process, often unfolding unnoticed over millions of years. The gradual departure of East Africa will merely be another chapter in the vast geological narrative. Whether humanity will endure to witness these changes remains uncertain, casting a shadow of doubt over the prospect. Nevertheless, engaging in discussions about the potential future scenarios is imperative, as these changes may unfold sooner than anticipated. What are your reflections on the prospect of Africa splitting in two? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for the next video installment.